Things are starting to take shape after week 7. Position changes are becoming less common. Everyone's getting settled in and coming to terms with where they're probably going to finish. Last year at this time, no one moved more than 2 positions than where they were after week 7. That doesn't mean some of you won't drop 2 positions and be featured on
He's made a mess of it.
This week we have a double feature, and both are because of missed bench points in the Curse League. It was actually looking like a good week for Cade until Cam went ham, but he's not here because of that. He's here because the Vikings defense finally showed up to play this week against the Jets, and Darnold threw 3 picks and lost a fumble. Pauko, well, he's here because he didn't start Cincinnati, missing out on a benching and a taint. No one believes me that the Chiefs are the real deal. Over in week 7 top teams, where the Turbush League had a commanding victory and both top teams started and worst teams not started. Johnny effing Moxon was forced into starting Kansas City because of bye weeks, so we can place all the blame this week on Tyler Pauko. In Moneyballing it, one of the 2 people who started the top team of the week was TSA Win. You might remember him from the Kirsch League 2 years ago when he got ousted on the last week by the commissioner. Well, he's ready to start his revenge campaign in 2018 and replace the commissioner, especially after this week when he scored the 3rd highest 1-week total this season, a 132.
He's now 100 points ahead of 3rd place, but
as we all know from last season's Turbush League promotion race, it doesn't mean anything just yet. Also, honorable mention to 3rd place Steve Grogan, who also had a nice 94-point week starting his top 2 teams. And now we get to Relegation Watch 2018, where Moxon actually did well. These are always the worst weeks to cover. Well, he basically lucked himself into 64 points since 2 of his teams were on a bye. I'm sure he wouldn't have started Jacksonville otherwise. Jacksonville has the early London game of the week this week, so we'll see if he has the guts to start him again. Now on to the week 7 standings, where once again we have Tony Banks at the top after another great week thanks to Rosen's 2 taints and a fumble lost, one almost becoming a fart. In second with his typical solid week is Jay. Buffalo is all I have Cutler. Actually, beginning this week, the Cardinals just passed the Bills as the top BQBL team of 2018 by 2 points. I have a feeling I'm going to see some vote of confidence points before the season is over from you. Let's not forget about Wade Wilson. He started his top 2 teams this week and kept pace with Cutler to further separate himself from the riffraff beneath him. Beathard is averaging 1.75 picks a game. Chad Hutchinson entered week 7 in a tie with Cade McNown, and Chad scored -5. Lucky for him, a -5 means he did better than Cade McNown because he got a -12. To give credit to Chad though, he did start his top 2 teams, which is pretty sad once you think about it. The Miami point train has run dry. Cade, on the other hand, would have had 58 points, the sole possession of 3rd place, had he started his top 2 teams. Ryan Leaf had an okay week for someone in 6th place. We'll see how this Denver QB arrest impacts the score next week. Johnny Effie Moxon can hardly remember 5 weeks ago when he had a -39. Now he's on pace to finish with 219 points. Can Jacksonville alone save him from the Turbush League? Finally, we have Tyler Pauko. Do I need to mention he's in 8th place? He was in 8th place last week, too. I tried to find someone else who had the same season as you're having, but the closest I can find is Tim Tebow time from 2016, where he started 6th, dropped into 7th, and never left 8th. That season was fucking nuts, though, as we had 2nd place Spurgeon TSSS win, dropped from 2nd to 7th in the final 2 weeks. Never underestimate week 16 and 17.
And even though I haven't said a thing about it, this was one of those weeks where the Turbush League was a lot more exciting than the Kirsch League.
Shh, don't let the Kirschers know I said that.
Boy, have we got a battle for first. A week after I thought for sure Winky had it all locked up. Hey, can we still get Jay Cutler to do Turbush promotion percentages each week for you guys? Winky's only weakness is Tom Brady. Wynn and Grogan have stamped their bids to be in the promotion conversation. Tim Tebow time still hasn't figured out his true Tim Tebow spirit animal, the Bronco. Wait, did you also pick Miami because Tebow played in Florida in college? You had Miami last year too, and Denver the year before that. Your storyline of teams somewhat related to Tebow is almost poetic. Johnny Football started Cincinnati and benefited, tripling his terrible score from a week before. Shit, now I'm becoming poetic. I better stop here before I embarrass myself further like the rest of you in the Turbush League.